Dear Diary.
First in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Dear Diary. So today I'm going to be telling you
You don't stop.
Did you post?
Yeah, I did. And now you can continue, Sha. I can continue now.
No, pause, I beg. I'm going to be telling you why. What is the title of this video?
God, I beg. Ha!
Sorry.
Nah.
Dear Diary. So today I'm going to be telling you about why I became an educator or teacher. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it is your favorite cute educator in the building. Okay, so this is not actually a backstory, but like being my younger self, if you had told my younger self that you find yourself in the classroom in the future, or would you want to be like a teacher like when you grow up now, it's going to be like a resounding God forbid to fear about. But like growing up and with different experiences in the classroom, and first of all, personal reasons, like I always felt like teaching was like, teachers didn't used to know what they were doing. Never know, like I used to feel like you can do better though. You can really do better though. Like classes felt a lot boring. Some teachers actually used to try. Let me know. I'll give it to them. But majority of the time, it just felt like classes were very boring, and teachers didn't exactly give 100% energy in class. And I was like, God, if I was a teacher, I would really do better. Like I would really do better. That's what I just say to myself then, not exactly having in mind that okay, this is what I'll actually do. Secondly, it was observation. Now when I'm talking about observation, right, I schooled in the East and I live in, okay, now let me break this down. So in Nigeria, I schooled in the East, Enugu State, and I lived in Abuja, which is in North Central. And traveling from Abuja to Enugu, I would usually observe that I see children on the road like fully kitted in their school uniforms, but then instead of them to be carrying books and school bag, I'm seeing them carrying farming equipment, and I'm like, what is going on really? So I just see them pass, and because there's really nothing I can do, like I'm traveling, I'm inside a bus, so I can't come down and start saying, why are you holding farm equipment? So I just think, but it was something I always observed every time I was traveling. Like I see children, school uniform, farming equipment, but it never made sense to me till I think it was sometime my 400 level when I had a roommate, and I remember this time when she was gisting us about how where she schooled, that when they come to school, teachers, even the principal, like they will use the students for farm work. So basically when they come to school, instead of them to teach these students, they will tell them to go and be farming for them, weeding, planting, and all that stuff. And then it made sense to me. I'm like, wait, this is probably what actually also happens to these other students too, because and she said it's actually common in all these community schools where they had little people like paying attention to what the teachers were doing. And so hearing things like this or stories like this actually made me feel a type of way like about like the educational sector as a whole. And then I was thinking, so if these are things that actually happen very often and it's almost like no one really talks about it, and so I was like, if I should start talking about these things, like is it not better that I'm in the education space? I felt like it makes more sense when I'm in the education space and then I start talking about things like that. I felt like it would make more sense. So that was like literally another reason that made me say, you know what, I think I should actually be in this space for some time. So I don't know the reason why I became a teacher is because I like to talk. Like, funny enough, this one it actually sounds weird because I am not a talkative, but I somehow like to talk. Like I know it sounds weird. Like you hardly see me being the person, but like but I like to talk. Like I love explaining, like when it has to do with like explanations and just giving details about things, I love. So that was another reason I was like, where can I channel this energy of wanting to always explain something to someone? And like being an educator just kind of was like, okay, this is a go-to place. And I love teaching people. I love that space where, okay, I know something and then I'm given the opportunity to like explain it to someone. It gives me so much joy because I'm like, you get. So I just like being in that position where like I'm explaining things to people. I remember one of my friends once told me that, oh, that truly this teaching thing fits me, because she's like, you can ask for like the bare minimum thing and then I will take my time to like explain in details why this is like this or what is like this or how you should go about things. So yeah, I actually love teaching. I actually love talking, like talking reasonable talk, or not anyhow talk, but like, yeah, you get the drill. And then also, so like putting all these things together, right, was something that I was like, you know what, at least even if for just like a period of time in life, like I should actually be in the education space. And one thing, the moment I actually decided to be in the education space, like it just felt like this is where you belong. Like it was just easy peasy to teach, like it was easy for me to like relieve my students. I don't know, everything was just very easy. It wasn't so difficult to just slip into the role, right? And if you watched my previous video, you would know I mentioned that I actually studied geology. So it's not like I was actively in the educational space from the university, so it's like a transition space, but it was very smooth. It was really smooth, especially because it's like, okay, you have a drive. And also, sorry, one reason that I didn't mention, it's also another reason I didn't mention was, oh, there are just too many negative and weird things happening. I don't know if it's just a Nigerian thing, but like there are just so many, like the education system generally is just going down. Like so many, like you randomly see maybe online, maybe parents complaining, teachers, like there are just so many holes, like there are so many bad things happening in education space now, and it's becoming really alarming. Do you get? Like maybe I would actually do a separate video for that one, but like there are really so many things like happening in education space, and it now looks like, you know, funny enough, it looks like, you know, from the outside people think that, oh, education is becoming better because of there are now gadgets and other things. Well, yes, there are actually things that are meant to make education easy, like learning easy rather, like maybe use of technologies and all that, yes. But then when you are inside, it looks like this is not how it used to be. Like you just know, even just being an educator, you just know that there are just so many things fundamentally wrong with the education system now. And I know this is not just in Nigeria, because I also see posts like in other places, like there's actually something happening. So yeah, so like putting all these things together, it actually like motivated me to, you know, to be in the classroom, and first of all to teach people the way I would love to learn. I would have loved to learn, right? Like I decided that, you know what, since this is how I love to learn, like I should actually teach people this way. And it was working. Like it was working. Like I could see the difference, like even like the difference in like interaction and all that. Like it was working. So yeah, so like if I was given a mic to actually talk about education issues like nationwide, like it's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, because now being in the system made a lot of things clear. So now even down to, oh, reasons why this is happening, why is this happening in education, like why does this look like, it's now easy for me to like explain those things to people, because I am in the system. So it's like I've experienced some of these things firsthand, and so it is easy for me to relate and then explain to people, or like talk about these things or discuss these issues, and which is actually what I wanted. So yeah, and it makes me really happy to know that, oh my goodness, I'm not like just yapping about education just from what I saw, but now being in this, but also from my experience. Now I am now talking like, oh, I've experienced this and this is my point of view. Yeah, so yes, that is basically, those are basically reasons why I became a teacher. And then yeah, it's so far so good. It's okay. It's okay, but like, yeah, I really wish, like, generally like the education system could be better and then teachers could get better pay. But like, yeah, for now it's just okay. Like, yeah, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And before you go away, in the comment section, can you tell me, like, this is not even about just being a teacher, can you give me that gist moment from your school, or like one aha moment from a teacher or memory from a teacher from your school, in the comment section. And until next time, do you understand?